Hello. Welcome.
Hey Debbie, how are you tonight? Janice, Ruth, good evening. Diane, Peggy, how are you? Karen, Louise, Beverly.
Thanks for joining us. Hope everybody had a really good holiday.
Hi Reva, how are you tonight? Carol, Lana, Cindy, Donna, how are you tonight? Hope everyone had a good holiday.
I did sewing. So
You did sew a lot, didn't you?
we have show and tell.
Show and tell.
And I'm kind of moving ahead so we can finish both of these blocks tonight.
Try to get you caught up.
So that'll be good. We'll give everybody a second to jump on.
We should probably do a tech check and just make sure that everyone can hear on YouTube and Facebook. Tom, how are you tonight, sir? Julie, welcome. Kitty. Darlene, how are you tonight? Jackie. We got a good sound check there on Facebook. Thank you, Peggy.
Cool, thank you.
That's helpful. YouTube. Tom says YouTube looks good. Thanks, sir. Beverly sounds good on Facebook. Okay, that's
Awesome.
good. Hey, Janice, how are you tonight? Well, welcome to the last show of the year.
I know, right? Where is this year gone?
I don't know. It's hard to, I don't know. I looked under the counter this morning in the kitchen. I couldn't find it. I looked in the garage. Hey, Debbie, how are you tonight?
Thinking about all the stuff that we've done this year, and it's a lot.
Hey, Cindy. Hey, Cheryl. Teresa, welcome. Joan could speak up a little bit. All right.
I will use my
outside voice.
My best voice.
So who are we?
We are Quilters HQ, Windmill Sewing Center, and Sewing Machines Express. The websites are quiltershq.com, windmillsewingcenter.com, and qhq2.com. And we do this every Tuesday from 6 to 7 Central. We thank you for joining us, and we're working on our Stitch Pink Sew Along. Appreciate it if you like, share, follow, subscribe, notify. What did I miss? Like, share, follow, notify, subscribe. I think that's it.
I don't know.
All
There's
the things
probably
with
some
all the
more
buttons.
stuff. Yeah, do a lot of stuff with the buttons so you don't miss any new content. Hopefully.
Smash up that like button.
Hopefully for next year we'll be adding some different segments.
Yes, we will. Shall we do announcements first or show and tell?
Let's go with announcements. What do you think?
Well, I have them right here in my hand, so that makes it easy. Sewing Retreat, January 11th through the 13th, 10 to 6 p.m. $50 for 3 days. Come in, bring your sewing machine, your unfinished projects. I have some inspiration for you for unfinished projects. We have 5 kits left, right? Is that right?
I believe that's correct, yeah, unless they sign some people up today or over the weekend, but I still think it's right around 20. So we got 5 left.
5 left. So if you know somebody who's interested in doing this, we have enough to do 5 more kits. If not, we'll sell them in the store when all of this is over. I'm sure we'll get somebody to sign up. Class, January 20th through February 10th, my first t-shirt quilt. Cost for that is $60 for 4 sessions. Not your basic blue bag. This is kind of a take on the IKEA bag. These are nice. I've seen them. I want one. I might take this class myself. It's $40. January 26th, 10 to 4. Buy any project bags. I need some of these too. But hopefully I'm needing less. I need 2 less now. So cost for this is $35. February 25th, 10 to 3. New date. We had a injury over the holiday.
Yeah, poor Peggy. Our heart goes out to her, and we wish her a speedy recovery there.
She broke her wrist or her hand. Wrist, I think.
Wrist or hand. Yeah, I'm not sure which.
So we're changing some dates here for Ben the Bear. And new date is February 17th through March 3rd. $45 for 3 sessions. Robert's going to hold up Ben. AccuQuilt Club, third Thursday every month. January 19th is the final session of our current project. So I don't know if I have it out there I'll talk to you about it next week. And so for February, we're going to do a demo lecture on how to convert magazine patterns to the cube system.
Hey Kathy, how are you tonight?
Quilting
Nice to
Ruler
see
Club,
you.
third Saturday monthly, 1 to 3, $25 per meeting. Oh, and this is free. She actually put that on Joan Sews Live, free, no charge. Free Sew Fridays, 10 to 5. Come on in, have some fun in the store.
Yeah, we've had a lot of questions about Free Soap Friday, so you just need to sign up on the website and then bring, how many people you're coming with and come in, sit down, use the resources, and enjoy some time.
I know. If I had a free sew every Friday, do you know how many projects I would have done? Like a bunch.
You accomplished quite a few with just a day.
Yeah. So one day I got, one of them was already finished. One of them I took apart and redid because I didn't like the way it was. So I redid it, but we're going to show it to you next. So let's go over here.
So did you read the Harvesters sent us
Harvesters.
a letter?
Yes, Harvesters sent us a nice little thank you for the donation that we did. And of course, they're always asking for more donations. And this is... Our gift went to families like Amy's. Amy and Mark are raising 2 young children, Adam 2 and Camille 4, near Kansas City. Mark works hard at a local warehouse to provide for the family, while Amy cares for the little ones. She loves being able to spend so much time with them, but she's anxious to get back to work when they're old enough for school. I can't blame her there. Mark's income can't always stretch to cover family expenses. Amy wants to fill their table with balanced meals. Bishop Sullivan Center, a member of Harvesters Hunger Relief Network near home, and she loves being able to pick up her kids' favorite fruits and vegetables at the pantry. Truly grateful for all of your support.
Yeah, so that was, if you weren't on, that was the quilt raffle. You guys came up with a plan for that one, which I think was great.
It was great. Yep.
It was really nice for Harvesters to just send us something that at least they got it. And
yes.
we hopefully helped someone.
Yes.
Along the way.
It's
been cold.
Things. It has been cold, and we're thankful to all of you who bought tickets to donate to Harvesters for that. So, just so you know, it goes to a good cause.
Yep. Okay, sound good for everybody? Hey, Patty, how are you tonight? Welcome. Kathy, welcome.
Well, let's go see the pretties.
All right, we're going to do some show and tell.
So this one was already finished. This was an AccuQuilt project that we did in club using the Storm at Sea die. And this is such a versatile die. There's so many layouts you can do for this quilt and this design. So I just had it folded up in home, so I brought it in to get it quilted. So this one was already done. I was going to custom quilt it myself, but I have so many unfinished projects. I just want this to be done. So brought it in here. We'll throw it on the quilting machine, get it done, and then hang it up in the store somewhere, probably in the classroom.
Yeah, welcome, Lori. So this one was interesting, I think. I mean, looking at it on the camera, I just thought my eyeballs were messed up there for a second. It was sewn backwards or something, but this is interesting, the fade, right? So
yes.
how it gets darker to
well, it's supposed to be like, the waves crashing up on the shore. You know how they get white and then the ocean. So these are all ocean colors. And so the ocean can be almost black all the way to these teals to white foamy colors. And so when we decided on a project, I had a list, or not a list, I had pictures of like 5 or 6 different layouts that you can use for the Storm at Sea. And we all decided on this one. This one got the most votes.
It was interesting. So we were talking last night. I think it was this quilt we were talking about last night about a border and what color of thread and how to still showcase this quilt. So you had a couple thoughts. I like the blue, I think, or was it blue, or are we doing a on the border?
I don't remember that one.
Because you had a blue that you pulled out
Mm-hmm.
that you really liked.
Yes, I do have like a really dark navy, like almost this color, that I'm going to use for the binding for this, just to, because it has this white border that we used on the inside, you know, for the white on the inside of the Storm at Sea blocks. And so I'm probably going to pick a seafoam color and kind of this one, because it's one of those confusing quilts. And I have a rule of thumb when it comes to quilting. If it's a very geometric pattern, you use a very curvy quilt design. And if it's a very curvy quilt design, you use a very geometric pattern. But this is one of those that kind of throws you off because there's a lot of movement in the waves in this. So I'm stumped for a minute, but I think I have an idea of what I'm going to do with it. So it probably won't be next week because I'm waiting in the queue just like everybody else to get my quilt quilted.
Hey, Virginia, how are you?
Every once in a while, if we need it for a show or something, we'll cut in line, but we don't do it often. So, and then the other one that I finished, this was actually one that we did on the show. And this was with the 20-degree ruler, I think. Or no, the 18-degree ruler. And so we made these really large Dresdens. And I used this stripy fabric and made kind of this, I don't know what you would call it, but kind of a medallion quilt. And I was looking at it when I was in my office, and it was hanging all the way back here. And I kind of thought these looked like clock gears getting ready to wind together a little bit. And then I just put a solid one in the center. And so this is one of those quilts that quilting will make the quilt. And so I kind of want the quilting to show a little bit, but not a lot. So I'm going to probably use some shade of purple, but maybe a light lavender. And I'm going to use the Too Simple, which is a very geometric pattern for this quilt. And when it's finished, it'll be pretty cool.
You know what's interesting? I just had a thought. So with the guy in the middle here, and so there's 4 quarters of how many quilts you're going to get done this year, just coming into the center.
Okay.
So that's my thought. So this is inspirational, right?
Yeah.
You got your quarters, and I don't know if it falls in seasons there, but
no seasons.
That's my weird art take on it there, you know, or maybe my got to get this done this year. Yeah. This many.
I don't think we have this fabric anymore. I really did like this fabric. And then I found a grunge that would match really well with it. And greens and blues like this, you can only use a purple background. So, but it's a very dramatic looking quilt, and it'll be fun. We'll hang it up in the store and put the tools that I use next to it. It's a really long ruler, but you can do a lot with it.
Very cool.
It's a lot of fun. Who doesn't love Dresdens?
You got some more that you were dragging out, and
well, there's more. Like I said, I have 2 tubs. The tubs are like this big, and they're full of UFOs.
All right, everyone weigh in if you have a tub.
I cannot be the only person with.
We need a tub emoji, I think. Tom, we're gonna leave that to you on the tub emoji, and everyone hop on that. So.
Yeah.
Let's see. Any questions for Joan?
So this is one of the treasures I found when I was cleaning out my sewing room.
It's all quiet out there, Joan. I don't know.
Okay, well, maybe they're just in awe of... Kidding.
Yeah, now we got some comments coming in. Judy's got at least 1 tub. More than 1 tub.
See? Not
there
just me.
We go. Okay. Hey, Sandy. How are you tonight? Welcome to the show. Kathy's got a tub. She's not
Yep.
saying how many.
So, yeah, with this, I kind of took it apart because I didn't have this finished in the center, and I didn't have these done on it. So, and I had pieced the center together, so I pulled the stitches out, pieced another one of these together to go in the center, and
All in one tub.
ready to quilt. So then, I don't know how long it's going to stay in the binding pile, because, anyway.
Yeah, so really fun.
But
Lots more
okay.
show and tells to come.
Yeah,
So.
lots more.
Yeah.
So, like I said about Free Sew Friday, you could get a lot done. So, new things in the store. I don't know if you remember Joe Cool being here, and yes, that is really his name. He was talking about this imaginary serger. Well, now it actually exists. And let's see if I can remember some of the things he told me about it. This one will set your tension. Look, there's no tension dials up here. So this one will set your tension, and it also...
Chain off thread cutter right there.
Chain off thread cutter.
Micro lifter.
Micro lifter.
Pretty cool, right?
Is this micro lifter? No, this is presser for pressure.
Micro lifter is probably over here.
Yeah. So they tied that around. So micro lifter. So if you're, I don't know if you can see it or not. Probably not, because it's kind of hard to see from here. But there's a space between the presser foot pressure and then going back down.
Thread delivery adjustment knob.
Thread delivery adjustment knob.
Yeah.
I'll have to figure that one out and tell you more about it. This one retails, I think the MSRP on it is $29.99. And then it is priced in the store, I wrote it down, $22, was that right?
$22.99.
$22.99.
It has an automatic needle threader. That's a big one.
Well, it's sort of automatic, but it's a pull down. But yeah, this works for both needles. So you just slide it up and slide it back. So Juki does a really good job with their sergers. I would say sergers with clothing is probably one of the mainstays of their business. So pretty much all clothing is serged. This is not the kind that it's done on. They do it on the industrials, but then they use all of the technology that they have in the industrials, and they put it in these machines.
Cutter here. You get programmable foot control also with this one. So.
Oh, the foot controls program? Does it have a display? It does
says.
have the display.
Has the LCD.
So
shows the selected stitch pattern.
Does it show you how to configure the selected stitch pattern?
That is not in the notes here.
We'll have to figure that out.
We'll have to try it out. So just got it?
We just got it and took it out of the box this afternoon. So it's pretty.
Yeah.
Nice little serger. Little box there.
I think you're on a slope there.
There we go. Thread catcher. So I was pre-cutting some of the block 3 so that we could get this one done and do block 4 tonight because we all want to be caught up. And so I've just got a couple of pieces left to cut. I've already cut my large triangles, my small triangles for the red, my center squares. I just need the pink square. And like I said, if you know somebody that wants to join us in this, we have 5 kits left.
Hey Carla, how are you tonight?
So I am cutting block F. It's a 2 3/4 inch square. And if I can get my ruler to line up.
No, I think that's okay, Cindy. I don't think you have to have a tub. I think if you're a finisher and it's got to be done before you move to the next one, that's kind of the person I am.
Well, I am too. I mean, I do. Oh, we didn't. I have it here. Did we show it last week? The one that I finished?
With the binding and everything?
No, the one that I finished that's like the... I brought it in to get it quilted, but I don't think I showed it.
I don't think so.
To everyone.
See while you're cutting there.
Okay, so that's all of the colored pieces, and now all I need to do is cut out the white ones. And so we need 4 2 3/4 inch squares. So I'm going to double this in half and cut 2 at once.
We've got a new person asking about what the kit is for.
So the kit we are doing, if you want to turn and show that quilt over there. So we are doing, this is Modus pattern, and we are doing a sew along with it. And so the kits are $5 each week. And we have 5 left.
I gotta find it.
It should be one of the last ones.
Any idea? Where it went?
Like third shelf down?
Oh, in here?
Yeah. It's in for quilting. I don't know. Somebody remind me, did we show you that quilt last week? Or I think we did. 2 3/4. So the kit's $5 each week. If you're not local, we can mail them to you, and we can hold them if you want us to, and ship like 4 at a time if you want.
I don't think we should this.
Yeah, that one.
Oh, we should.
Okay. So this is one that I actually just sat down and sewed and finished. So if you're seeing what we're doing here, so when we take in a quilt, we put everything in a little bag like this with the backing and everything so that it stays all together, and we keep your information with it. We did once when we first started quilting, and that's why we have this now. And we had the ticket get separated from the quilt and had to wait for the customer to, we can just hold it up real quick. I'll help you.
Well, and if they're out of state, we should get you. I mean, they can ship in a box that's sealed to us for quilting. So
this is based on that block. It uses fat 8s, and I had a lot of Kim Deal fat 8s, and I added a border and sashing to it. And so this is the block that we did for the Ad Astra Shop Hop, where you make 2 blocks at once. And I did show how to cut it out and how to make the block, but you know, just because somebody does a pattern in one way doesn't mean that you can't make it your own. So that's what I did with this block. Super easy to do. Uses the 6-inch cube and dies 1 through 5. And I like how it turned out. Robert really likes the colors.
I really did like the colors on it.
So this is one that I actually sewed straight through, didn't abandon for other projects, and I like doing it that way too, but sometimes you get bored with a project, and so everything goes back in the bag and goes back on the shelf, and when the quilter gets to it, and this one is waiting in the queue too, so I'm not cutting ahead of anyone.
Hey, Kathy, how are you tonight?
Okay, so
Patsy, how are you?
1 1 1/4 inch by 12 1/2 and 1 11 1/2. Let's see if she gave us 3 inches when, yes, she did. So I'm going to cut these long pieces first. If I can find the long ruler. Right here. And so I'm going to cut it to 12 1/2 and then trim it down.
You need more room?
Nope, I'm good. 12 1/2. So this block is offset a little bit, and then 1.5. And so these go on the outside edges of one block, and then 11.5. Or no, I can't read today. It is 11 3/4. By 1 1/4, not 1.5. That would throw me off at the end. I'd be like, why is my block not the right size? Okay. 2 long pieces. Then we have shapes B and D. So we need 4. We might have to borrow some from our next block. I might piece this one after then, because I need 4D, which is 2 3/4 inch squares, and I think I have enough for 3. Yep. So let's just set this whole block aside and work on the next one. Has anybody made block 3 yet? Just give us a thumbs up if you have. So let's cut this one out, block 4. This one is a lot of cutting. So I did starch all of my pieces beforehand using the starch. I do like this. I actually got some and took it home and worked with it too. I mean, you can see how much body it gives your blocks. So let's start with the dark pieces first. And that is D, which is a 4 7/8 inch square. And as I said last week, if you're cutting 7/8, you're going to be cutting this in a triangle. And then we're going to cut diagonally, like a ruler though. Did we answer all of the questions about how to join this?
I haven't seen any.
And B.
Carl had a question. Do you have extra fabric for purchase?
We do. We should have extra.
Said she didn't like how they made the flying geese on that one. They didn't measure quite right.
Flying geese. Block number 6.
Not sure.
So B, we need 2 7/8 inch squares. So yeah, trim this up a little bit, square it up.
Carla said block 2.
Block 2. Two 7/8 inch squares.
Yeah, if you're waiting for blocks and we're going to ship, they ship at the end of the month. So I'm assuming Carrie will ship out Friday.
Oh, I'm looking at the wrong B. Well, they have the B in the pink and the dark red. So it's the same shape. So it's not really, you need 2 from this color to make 4.
Carol, the starch she was using is the premium quilting and crafting spray.
And I did get some of that for home too. It's nice.
And I don't remember the price on it off the top of my head.
It's right here. It is $14.99.
$14.99.
And we're happy to ship that to you. I don't know if we have it in the store or not.
Carrie said, make a note, the post office is behind.
Yeah.
No, not the post office.
'Tis the shipping season.
Jeez.
So you need 4 of those. Okay. And that's it. So from your pink, and I'm going to fold these over a couple of times, you need 6 2 7/8 inch squares, and then you're going to cut those diagonally. And so I'm layering this so I can cut it all at once, just like that. Two 7/8. So did everybody get what they wanted for Christmas? I did. And a new cookbook showed up today.
Big one too.
I have a thing for those manufacturer recipes. So like Hershey did a whole bunch of recipes, and you know, like brand name recipes, and so they make recipes for their that use their product.
Hey, Mrs. Cranford, how are you? Happy holidays.
And there's all of those done. Okay, this is going faster than I thought it would.
So there was a question, the ladies might have answered it. When straightening your fabric for your first cut, do you leave the fold in the fabric as it comes off the bolt?
I do not. So when I'm measuring, so if I know I need, say, half a yard, and I'm say cutting strips for a border and I need half a yard, I'll cut off maybe 19 inches or 20 inches off of the bolt or whatever piece of fabric I have, because I sometimes buy more than I need. And so then I will take that piece, starch it, lay it out flat, and then I don't crease it again. I just kind of fold it and line up the selvage so that it lays straight, and then fold it again, and then make my cuts. I missed a piece, and this is G. It is a 1 inch by 6.5 inch rectangle. And so one inch and then 6.5. But I do stuff like this. If you haven't tried the Quilters Select rulers, these are a must-have. They don't slide at all on your fabric. We're used to rulers that do this. They just slide all over the place on you. Love these rulers. I pretty much use them exclusively. I still have some other ones, but I can't tell you the last time I actually picked one up to use it. Okay, so we need, I'm going to go with E. I'm cutting my largest pieces first and working my way down to smaller ones. And so my next largest piece is E, which is a 2.5 by 6.5 inch rectangle. And I need 2 of those.
Kathy made a table topper yesterday. All right.
So this one, it looks like the smaller piece is for your 2 4.5 inch squares that you're going to cut diagonally.
Have you posted block 4 yet?
I did not.
Okay.
I will do that tonight before we leave. So F, 1 4.5 inch square. I'll use my smaller ruler. Just lining everything up here. Taking your time cutting and being patient with the cutting like this will give you better results in the end. And I know it seems tedious, but this is what we do. And we love it. And then diagonally, bigger ruler. So that's shape F, and shape C is 4 7/8 inch triangle, which I can get out of this other piece. Some straight edges there. They do take a little bit of getting used to, the rulers. The rulers that have the half sizes, let me know if I'm the only one. The rulers that have the half sizes always kind of throw me off a little bit.
Yeah, Beth, you should be able to sign up on the website. You want to post the link for the sign up page?
And I think I just threw myself off here. 4 7/8 and 4 1/4. We'll try that piece again.
We'll post a link for you, Beth. And if you have problems, you can just email Carrie or support at Quilters HQ, and we'll get that fixed up for you.
Yeah, she shouldn't have any problem signing up on the website. You may have to go back and look at previous classes. So when did we start this? 3 weeks ago? 4 weeks ago?
Mm-hmm.
So you'll have to sign up for previous classes. And I think the code is JSSP.
Yeah, Carol said she was having problems too.
So E, cut 2 2.5 by 6.5 inch rectangles. And this is this way. Yep, big enough. So I'm gonna just square this up a little bit first with just a straight line. Yep. And then we need 2 2.5 by 6.5 inch rectangles. Somebody asked me once if I get embarrassed when I make mistakes on live. And I was like, no, because don't we all make mistakes?
If you're a human being, I'm pretty sure you make mistakes. I do believe that's the learning. How we learn. Sometimes we have to make the mistake over and over a few times. But...
Yeah, that's learning the hard way, and I've done those too. But no, I don't typically, because quilters are kind, and I mean, if what is that saying? If you've never made a mistake, I don't know what the saying is. I mean,
somebody come
does.
up with the saying. What's the saying?
Let's make a mistakes for people who have never made mistakes. Personally, I don't believe them, but
I make a lot of mistakes and save them for another project.
that's brilliant.
Good one, Peggy.
3 2.5-inch squares. The third one. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I see 3 now. I had to look at the block to see where that third 2.5-inch square was. Two and a half. So my real question would be, have you ever messed up so bad you abandoned the project? I have.
Maybe if a skunk ran through the fabric room or something.
Oh, that would
you
be...
You gotta abandon ship.
You gotta abandon ship. That's not just abandoning the project. That's... You gotta get all the way out. So we need 8 2 7/8-inch squares, and we need 16A triangles. Now we already cut these out once, and it is the same as these. And so we need 2 7/8. And I think this is where I messed up before with the other piece. And when you start your fabric, you can just kind of be like playing cards and stack it up and line it up really nice. And I'm going to switch back over to my smaller ruler, 2 7/8.
Oh, Carla said she likes your piecing color. The aluminum.
Aluminum. Aluminum. Or, as the Europeans would say, aluminium. So that's, how many? 6, so that gives me 12.
So there's a small consensus in the community there.
That?
How much they appreciate AccuQuilts.
Uh-huh.
And how somebody should call you and find out how to turn this into an AccuQuilt pattern.
Agreed. You know what? I agree with you.
Because
this
they have
should
7/8 and that's...
I agree with you. The problem that I have with this is that we only have enough fabric to do the 25 kits this way.
Yeah.
So yes, I would much rather be cutting this out with AccuQuilt, and before I cut this out, I'm going to use this little piece to, because I have 12, I need 4 more of those, I need 2 more squares, which I can get out of this, I think, and I'm going to cut out that piece that I messed up here, which was, which one was it?
You have one more of the white squares, right?
Was it one more of the white squares? So I have that. Okay, so I have those. I think it was B. One more of those. We'll come back to it. We'll come back to it, and I'll start piecing it, and then we'll figure out what we need for sure. So 2 7/8. We're gonna make a quilter out of you yet, Molly. Molly.
So Peggy was asking if they do make a mistake.
Yes, we do have enough fabric for
Mistakes?
errors.
Gotcha.
Like that.
Yeah, we saw Marilyn Susan, 3 weeks ago?
Yeah,
4 weeks right
thereabouts.
there. Yeah, they're doing well, just enjoying some retirement, which is much deserved.
Mhm.
They both worked really hard their whole lives.
Yes, they have.
I don't know how much quilting's going on, but
Oh no, they have a never-ending project, and they've talked about it on the
Yeah.
show, so I don't think it'll be a problem. But it was one with Y seams, and they got it, and I think maybe it's just one of those projects they never finish, because they get together and they're like, well, we're going to work on the quilt, but I don't think they do. I think they just get together and they use the quilt for an excuse, which you don't really need one when you're sisters, but whatever works, right? So that's all of that one. Let's go ahead and start piecing it because we're running low on time.
we might just go ahead and do thread of the month there, color.
Okay, Robert,
So
you
you're
can
doing
do that one. So we need 9 of these. I'm going to count off 9.
6730 is the color of the month.
Actually, all of these get pieced to white pieces. So I'm just going to run these through really quick. And hopefully I get them all with the pretty side down.
6730. What do they get with this? 15% off?
15% off, 20% off if you're in the club.
20% off if you're in the club, 15. Otherwise?
Yep.
And we do have a giveaway tonight.
We do have a
actually
giveaway.
Kind of fitting for the last show of the year.
Robert picked it out.
So stay tuned. Is it back in stock? Carrie? I don't know. I did not look.
What is it?
The color?
That's a
6730?
Carrie question. I don't think so. But it is a good color.
Oh, nope. Carrie says it's back in stock. We're ready to roll again with the color.
Cool. Carrie does all of our ordering and receiving, so she would know.
Glad someone does.
I am too. I would be buried under that mountain.
Have been, right?
Yeah.
Years ago.
Years ago. Yeah, when we first opened, it was me and Sean and Robert. Just the 3 of us. And a leap of faith.
Thread boxes. Don't know any
Still a
status on the
mystery.
thread boxes right
Somebody had mentioned that they really like those flat boxes, and I do too, because they're easy to stick into your go bag when you're going for retreat or for Free So Friday. But if you're like me, you really only use one color, and that's aluminum. But I use it for quilting too. When I want I use it for piecing pretty much exclusively. And then if I don't want my quilting to show, I want the quilt to be the feature, I use it for quilting too. And we recommend it to customers. It kind of disappears on top of the fabric. It's kind of like Forrest Gump's magic shoes. It's magic thread.
$26.15.
2615 is the color.
She knows what.
26.15.
Yep. I piece black, even that purple that you see, that dark purple, you're like, no way. Yep. I pieced it with the 2615 aluminum. I've pieced black with it, white, you name it. It's been a busy night for the police here.
Yeah, there's been some fire trucks running around and stuff.
We're not far from the fire station, so we get to hear all of the interesting traffic. It sounds like a dog howling, doesn't it?
Sometimes. We had our irrigation meter pop this morning, so
Yep, we came in this morning to no water.
the water was off in the building, and then across the way at the dental there was a actual break.
Water main break.
Yep. So, and then Molly's had her own trials and tribulations today, and yesterday.
It
So
is
the
winter.
cold plays havoc.
You had a cold shower this morning, right? Or did
That would be super cold.
I went to my mom's house.
That's the full on polar bear club right there.
I couldn't do it. They just have to deal with me. Put on a lot of deodorant and be like, nope, sorry. Cannot do a cold shower in the middle of winter.
Yeah.
That's a lot of little half square triangles.
It's like a party banner.
It does,
It
doesn't
does,
it?
yeah. That's a good goal.
We're celebrating
The end of the year
the end of the year.
or the start of a new year.
Does everybody
or
have
both.
plans for New Year's? I'm going to sew and see how many more of these projects I can get knocked out. It's too cold to fish or hunt.
Well,
Or
it's
golf.
never too cold to hunt. It's too cold to golf. So, don't leave a lot of choices.
One more.
Maybe I'll cook something.
Oh? That'll be fun. What you gonna make?
I don't know.
Chili's always good on a cold day.
Mm,
With these, I'm just gonna press the seam like so. We're gonna go over, I think, tonight. But
I would be showerless. That's right.
me too. No joke.
Kitty said she will be sewing. Carrie's got embedded. She's having some word search problem there or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Can't do it. Can't do the cold showers. I don't know. Maybe I could if I'm having a hot flash. then I might appreciate the cold, but that would be the only circumstance.
That's why they make body wipes.
Body wipes.
That's all right. Yeah.
There you
Yes,
go.
do have babies and yeah. Stay at one place with friends from high school. Okay, the plans are coming in here.
Nice.
Eating black-eyed peas. All right. You need to get some.
What's the tradition behind the black-eyed peas? Somebody post and let me know. Because I've heard that multiple times. I've heard it was due to attract wealth, or health, or...
Oh, well. At least you'll get. Patty said they're celebrating on New Year's Eve because there were too many people sick on Christmas. And there is definitely some gunk floating around, so.
The creeping crud is definitely creeping. Watch out for it.
Somebody said there's no Tamiflu or something. Good luck for the year is the tradition on that. So. Okay, I'm all for that.
Gotta find some black-eyed peas.
That's right.
How about the music? Is that like the same thing?
You play the song? Yeah, I don't
Listen
know
to
if
the
that
black-eyed
counts.
peas.
And Peggy said happiness for the new year.
Happiness for
Brings
the new year.
good luck. Okay. Pork and sauerkraut for the new year. Okay.
Okay. I love this tool. This is the best tool ever. Because I could be sitting over at the iron trying to figure this out.
Ham bone with the black-eyed peas. Yeah, that would be delightful. Giving me some ideas now.
So we're having ham and black-eyed peas?
The menu's not come all the way together yet.
All right, somebody send them aside.
I had flu and pneumonia, black-eyed peas, and something green money for the new year.
Something green.
We always have black-eyed peas. We hide a dime in the bowl, and whoever gets it will have good luck the following year. Nice, okay. You know what? I put a dime in there for everybody. Abundance.
Abundance, there you go.
In the South, it is black-eyed peas and collard greens and cornbread, okay?
Okay.
Leftover ham and great northern beans, okay.
But you don't really, in the South, that's kind of like a fixture, right? Cornbread, collard greens, and...
I love cornbread.
Mm-hmm.
The man is to come in the house first carrying some coins and a loaf of bread, okay? Ooh, cornbread anytime, yeah. We love ham and beans. You know, I do like ham and beans too. That's good.
Ham and brown beans. I used to have that a lot as a kid.
Virginia said her mom tried that with a dime, and for everybody it didn't go well. Birdseed on the front porch brings good luck for the new year. I've heard that.
Okay, so there's all of my half square triangles, and so we need a piece. These. Oh, that's what I'm missing. F. 4.5 inch square. I'm a little short. I can make that work.
Maybe I'm out of time, Joan.
Okay.
At 7 o'clock.
That is not going to work. I'll cut that twice. Can you grab the white back there? I just need a 4.5 inch square.
Are you going to keep going? Or?
Yeah. We can take a pull. Do we want to finish?
Oh, smart bird feeder. That's cool.
Or say goodnight?
So just type up a poll there and we'll see. We definitely do have a giveaway tonight. So no matter
We do have a giveaway. I knew this one was going to take a while, and I did take up some time cutting the other one. And of course, my needle came unthreaded.
So type 1 to keep going, type 2 to call it a night, finish another time.
Okay, 1 to keep going, 2 to call it a night, because we are at our 7 o'clock witching hour, not witching hour. So these, we're just piecing 3. So we're just going to piece this pink square first.
We're doing 1 for, okay. Looks like they want to finish. That seems to be the, so they were asking, will the construction be on YouTube showing the finished product? For this block, I presume?
Yes.
All right, so we'll do the giveaway. And the people that want to stay on and watch can, and then if you've got other stuff, that way you don't miss out on the giveaway.
Yep. So either way, we're going to go through to finish this block.
Here it is. So we have, this is Compliments of Riley Blake.
Yep.
And this is a quilting calendar for 2023, which I thought was really appropriate to start the year.
First size.
So yeah, it's got projects, notes, little blocks. So yeah, quilt sizes and things like that in the back. So kind of a neat little calendar. So one lucky person is going to win this.
Yay. First size.
Yeah,
so
there
we're
you
going
go.
to press our seams just the opposite direction. Let's close that before I hurt myself. And I am paying very careful attention because you know me, I'm notorious for sewing these together upside down.
So Carrie, we just need a winner for the giveaway. So if anyone needs to sign off, they can, and we're not holding them up.
Okay, come on. There we go.
Lola, congratulations. Or who? Oh, Virginia. Hey, congratulations, Virginia.
Oh, congratulations.
Oh, she said laugh out loud. So there was an A that popped on there. I was like, what? Wait a minute. I don't remember Lola being on the show. I do remember LOL being on the show. Anyone signing off, Joan and I and Molly are wishing everyone a happy new year. Be safe out there.
Be safe.
Definitely get your good luck dishes going, and
No
there's
doubt.
abundance everywhere, truly. So happy new year to all of you that are signing off, and otherwise stay on, and
we're
gonna keep sewing.
We're gonna power through this. So I'm alternating my seams, the direction, so that my block lays pretty flat, and so these will go this way. Flip it over, make sure I'm doing it right. Yep, I am. And this is Moda's pattern, so the directions should be pretty good. And I know this was one of the pandemic quilts that they released for people to have something to do. and have some fun sewing along with Moda. Everybody loves Moda fabrics. And I'm just taking my time at these seams to make sure that they line up well. This is probably the hardest part. If you do it right, I did it right. And the last one.
I'm curious that you got kicked off. I don't know. Looks like still got people on. Everybody's good. Block continuation sound check. Technical.
Yeah, please let us know if you're still able to watch. Oops.
Oh, people are here, so okay, cool.
Press that down. Press that same direction. And so when you're making your block, these pink pieces point towards the center. And I need a piece of white. Will you move this?
Yep.
Okay.
Somebody asked about the quilt pattern for that.
That is the red one or the one behind me?
I think the red one.
The red one is the AccuQuilt pineapple quilt.
Are you done with the white?
Yeah. Okay, so I have these go together, and then I need to cut out my, nope, these must be the F's. Yep, these are the F pieces. So I need the C pieces, which is a 4 7/8 inch square. Hopefully I got this big enough. Kind of lining up with my selvage here. Okay, 4 7/8, so almost 5. And you know, sometimes when you make a mistake like that, you don't automatically just recut it because you make the same mistake again. I've done that. It's not fun. Because you're like, how could I just do the same thing again? I've done it. And I could make a sailor blush with my curse words when I do it. So. Oops. Did I just come through it? Yep, I did. Okay, so you should have 2 of these pieced. And I am pressing all of these towards the darker fabric. And we're going to start laying it out. Trim off these little dog ears.
This block 3, right?
This is block 3. No, block 4.
Oh, you already did 3?
Nope, we set 3 aside when I made my miscut. Okay, so this is key for this block. So they're saying do this with an iron. I'm not going to press a big old crease into my block. So you want to take your 2 triangles, you're going to fold them in half like this, and you're going to create crease up to this point. Okay, and this isn't a permanent crease, we just need a guide to use to sew this together. So pretty side up. So I'm just going to sew one side on first, and then when I bring my second one over, I'm going to make sure that this crease is lined up. Does that make sense to everybody? And so if you look, it kind of lines up perfectly with the edge of that block. Okay. Let's press this over. And then we're going to line it up, and we're going to make sure that that crease lines up with our point. I guess you could have just creased one and that would work as well too. Crease that one over. And so then after you're finished with that, you're going to go square, put the points on that square and just cut these little edges off. Kind of a nifty way to do that. What do you think? Okay, so we've got that's going to end up right there. We have our half square, then these are going to be opposite, so they're going to go like this. Pointing towards those pink ones. Not quite there. Here. Like that. So let's piece these together. It shouldn't matter which direction we press those seams. They go like that. So we have this piece right here, this piece right here, block, block, and block. Can you see it starting to come together? I don't know how I ended up with an extra one. And then these go right here. So I'm gonna
go the other way.
You're right. Thank you, Molly. I did say earlier all the pink pieces point one direction. With a block like this, I think it is very helpful to lay it out and piece as you go. It's not super complicated, but it's not one of the easier blocks either. And then just keep laying it out. There, we can piece these pieces on. This piece, not these pieces. So just one. Actually, I need to go the other way. With that seam, you're going to press it the opposite of whatever direction this is facing. And then we can piece this piece together. Can you see it coming together?
We didn't finish up the third block yet, Peggy, so we'll have to do another video because she missed one of the pieces. So,
I miscut. My fault.
yeah. So we'll come back to it. What about the secret code?
Oh, was that for the giveaway?
Mm-hmm.
It's the same. It's just one code if you were here last time. But if you weren't here...
If you weren't here, you have to rewatch the video?
Not for Peggy, we can give her the code. Yes, the secret code. Get out your decoder wheels.
That's right, we are doing it. And that's next week,
Little,
right?
little Orphan Annie. Ovaltine.
Drink your Ovaltine. I did watch that.
A commercial? What?
Yeah, that's kind of unfair. Kind of cruel to children. Drink more Ovaltine. We also watched, is it Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory or
Mm-hmm.
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory? The original, not the remake. Oh, we are almost finished. I love projects like this. They just give you these little sense of accomplishment. So you're not having to make the quilt all at once. You're only doing one block. We're going to have to break out the 2010 or the TL18 next week so I can sew fast.
I don't think they have.
We have a TL18.
Yeah, we got an 18, but we don't have 2010s back in stock yet, or the 18s even. On order.
Well, they did that great promotion.
Yeah, I think that does end at the end of the month, so.
Yep.
If you didn't grab a TL18 at a almost $300 or $400 savings,
Yeah.
still got till the end of the month.
So I'm just comparing my seam so that I know I need to press this one towards the pink to be able to nest that seam. And that one corner is going to get kind of bulky on you, so
What is the finished size of this block?
12 and a half. They're all 12 and a
12
half
and a half.
inches. I hear the train.
Hmm?
I hear the train.
There's a train. Woo!
Normally here in
Choo-choo.
Olathe, they do have a lot of trains because Kansas City is a major train station for the Midwest. But you don't really hear them except in the wintertime when there's snow on the ground and it makes everything echo.
Especially that special reflective snow, too. That...
Yeah. Thank you, Robert. I feel some success. We did it!
Woohoo!
That is a very pretty block. Thank you for hanging in there with us, and we will get back to block number 2?
3.
3. That turned out really pretty.
There we go.
Okay.
Thanks for hanging in there, guys.
If we don't see you sooner, have a wonderful new year and
Absolutely.
be safe and try to stay warm if you're in a cold area. If not, we're jealous. But and as always, check your thread path, change your needle, oil your rotary hook.
Yes, please. Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year. Good night.